She doesn't exist yet in my life, but she exists in my prayers every single night. Let me ask you something today. Have you ever talked to someone who isn't there yet? Have you ever missed someone you've never even met? Have you ever felt a strange kind of loneliness? Not because you're alone in a room, but because the right person hasn't walked into your life yet? If you said yes, then you already understand what I'm about to say. Because right now, in this very moment, I'm not talking to the world. I'm not talking to my friends, my family, or my followers. I am talking to one person, one specific soul, one woman who is somewhere out there right now, maybe drinking her morning chai, maybe staring at the ceiling at night, wondering if real love actually exists, maybe crying over someone who didn't deserve her tears, maybe smiling at something beautiful and wishing someone special was there to share that moment with her. My future wife. And if that's you, if something in your heart just shifted when I said those words, then please, don't scroll past this. Because what I'm about to say to you is something I've been carrying in my heart for a very long time. Dear future wife, before we meet, before fate brings us together in whatever beautiful or unexpected way it chooses, I want you to know something important. I know you're tired, not just physically tired. I mean that deep soul-level exhaustion that comes from giving too much of yourself to people who gave you too little in return. I know you've smiled through pain. I know you've been strong for everyone else while secretly falling apart on the inside. I know there were nights when you cried alone and told yourself, maybe I'm asking for too much, when the truth is, you were asking for exactly what you deserved, and you were just asking the wrong person. I know someone, or maybe more than one person, made you feel like your love was a burden, like your emotions were too much, like your dreams were unrealistic, like you were too sensitive, just too caring, or too intense. And slowly, over time, you started to believe them. You started shrinking yourself, quieting your voice, hiding the real, beautiful, complicated, wonderful version of you, because the world told you that version was too much to handle. But here's what I need you to hear today. You are never too much. They were just not enough. There is a difference between being too much for the wrong person and being perfectly made for the right one. And I promise you, the right one is coming. Dear future wife, I haven't been perfect while waiting for you. I want to be honest with you about that, right here, right now, before we even meet. I've made mistakes. I've had moments of selfishness. There were times I was impatient, times I was too proud to apologize, times I chose my ego over someone's feelings. There were seasons of my life where I was so focused on building my future that I forgot to work on myself as a person. But here's what I've been doing differently lately. I've been preparing for you, not just building a career or saving money or getting my life together. Though yes, I'm working on all of that too. I've been preparing my heart for you. I've been learning how to listen, not just to respond, but to truly understand. I've been learning how to communicate, because I don't want us to be one of those couples who love each other deeply, but can never seem to say the right thing at the right time. I've been learning how to handle my anger, because you deserve a partner who can disagree with you without making you feel unsafe. I've been learning the difference between loving someone and possessing someone, because I want to be your partner, not your cage. I've been learning what genuine respect looks like. Not the kind that disappears when you say something I don't want to hear, but the kind that stays constant through every disagreement, every bad day, every season. Because you deserve that. You deserve a love that doesn't have conditions. Dear future wife, let me make you some promises today. Not the kind that sound beautiful in movies, but fall apart in real life. Real promises, honest promises, the kind I intend to actually keep. I promise to be your safe place. The world is hard. People are complicated. Life doesn't always go the way we plan. And on the days when everything feels too heavy, when work is overwhelming, when family is stressful, when you feel misunderstood by everyone around you, I want our home to be the one place where you can exhale completely, where you don't have to perform, where you don't have to be okay when you're not okay, where you can fall apart knowing I will hold you together. I promise to choose you every single day. Love is not just a feeling, it's a decision. And I promise to make that decision every morning when I wake up next to you. Not just on the easy days, on the ordinary days, the boring days, the days when we're both stressed and snapping at each other over small things. I will choose you on those days too. I promise to respect your mind. Your opinions matter to me. Your perspective challenges me to think differently. I don't want a relationship where I talk and you listen. I want a partnership where two intelligent people figure out life together. I will never make you feel small for having strong opinions. I will never dismiss your ideas. I will never make you feel like your voice doesn't matter in our home. I promise to make you laugh. Life is serious enough. Pain is real enough. Problems will always exist. But I refuse to let our life together become so heavy that we forget how to be silly with each other. I want to be the person who makes you laugh so hard that tears roll down your face. I want inside jokes that only we understand. I want random adventures, stupid arguments about which restaurant to go to, and late-night conversations that start serious and end with both of us laughing about nothing. I promise to grow with you. I will not be the same man in 10 years that I am today. And you will not be the same woman. People change. Life changes us. And I promise that as we both evolve, I will keep choosing to evolve towards you, not away from you. I will not let comfort become complacency. I will not stop putting in effort just because I already have you. And I promise to be faithful, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, in every way that matters. You will be my person, my only person, and I will never give another soul the parts of me that belong to you. Dear future wife, I want to talk about something that nobody talks about enough. Real love is not what the movies show you. Real love is not always grand gestures and perfect moments and butterflies every single day. Real love is waking up at 2 a.m. because you're not feeling well, and staying awake beside you even though I have an early morning. Having a disagreement, a real one, a loud one maybe, and still choosing to come back to the table and figure it out together because walking away is not an option for us. Noticing when you're quiet in a way that isn't peaceful, and knowing the difference between I need space, quiet, and something is wrong, quiet. Sitting in comfortable silence together, not needing to fill every moment with words, because just being next to each other is enough. Choosing to see the best version of you, even on the days when you're showing me your worst. Real love is not perfect, but it is consistent, it is patient, it is present, and that is exactly what I want to build with you. Dear future wife, maybe you've been in love before. Maybe someone broke your heart so completely that you made yourself a promise, never again. Maybe you built walls around yourself, not because you stopped believing in love, but because you were protecting the part of yourself that you couldn't afford to lose again. Maybe you've been so independent for so long that the idea of letting someone in actually terrifies you now. Maybe trust feels like a luxury you can no longer afford. I understand. I'm not going to ask you to tear your walls down overnight. I'm going to ask for permission to sit beside those walls patiently until you feel safe enough to open the door yourself. I'm not in a rush. Real things take time, and you are worth every second of that time. I also want to tell you something that nobody told me for a long time, but I've come to believe completely. Healing is not a requirement for being loved. You don't have to be perfectly healed before you deserve love. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to arrive in my life as a finished product. Come as you are, I'll love you through the broken pieces. And together, we'll build something stronger than either of us could have built alone. Dear future wife, every night before I sleep, I say a prayer. And in that prayer, you are there. I don't know your name yet. I don't know your face. I don't know if you're near or far, if we've somehow crossed paths already without realizing it, or if we're still years away from that first moment. But I pray for you. I pray that wherever you are right now, you are safe. I pray that whatever pain you're carrying, you find relief. I pray that on the nights when loneliness feels unbearable, God sends you some small sign of comfort, a kind word, a moment of beauty, a reminder that you are not forgotten. I pray that you don't give up on love because of people who didn't know how to love you right. I pray that you keep your heart open, just a little, for what is still coming. I pray that when we finally meet, we both recognize it, not necessarily in a dramatic movie moment kind of way, but in that quiet, certain, soul-deep way, where you just know, where something in you settles, where for the first time in a long time, something feels right. That is my prayer for us. Dear future wife, I don't know when we'll meet, but I know this. I am getting ready for you. Every difficult thing I'm pushing through right now, I'm pushing through it for us. Every lesson I'm learning, I'm carrying it into our future. Every moment I choose discipline over comfort, growth over stagnation, honesty over pretending, I'm doing it because you deserve the best version of me. Not a perfect version. Not a man who has it all figured out, but a real man, a present man. A man who shows up, not just on the good days, but in the storms. A man who leads with love, not ego. A man who sees you, truly sees you, and is grateful every single day that somehow, in this massive, complicated, beautiful world, our paths found each other. Dear future wife, if you're out there right now listening to this and something inside you resonated, hold on. Hold on to your hope. Hold on to your worth. Don't settle for almost love, for half effort, for someone who makes you feel like love is something you have to earn. You don't earn love, you receive it. From someone who sees your value without you having to prove it. And when we meet, when the universe finally decides that the timing is right, I want you to know that I've been waiting for you. Not impatiently, not desperately, but faithfully, with intention, with hope, with a heart that is ready to give you everything it has. Until then, Take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and know that somewhere out there, someone is writing your name in his prayers every night. That someone is me, and I cannot wait to finally meet you. With all my love, before I even know your name, your future husband.